Hi guys, good seeing you. Well, wait a minute, I don't see you. Well, my speech is about setting boundaries on healthy relationships. Let's begin with discussing what it's like to have boundaries in a relationship. Everyone knows how hard it is to have a successful relationship and keep it successful. Remember when you were a child and your parents or grandparents had a hard time keeping things together and having to make compromises? Well, these compromises were the way they created boundaries. Margarita Tartakovsky states in October 2018 webpage titled, 5 Boundaries That Actually Bolster Your Bond in Your Marriage. We think of boundaries as keeping us away from our spouses, as thinning and weakening our bonds. But boundaries can actually strengthen our connection and bolster our relationship with our partner. Being married for 40 years hasn't been easy, but my husband and I have made it this far with the use of creative boundaries, like the one we have about not taking arguments into the bedroom. Now let's talk about how easy it is to create boundaries. Creating manageable boundaries for a relationship can be as easy as you make it. You and your partner can sit down and make a list of what you think boundaries should be. Then trade these lists and discuss them. Then create a combined list. The list doesn't have to be very long. Boundaries can be anything you think are important in a relationship. According to Ashley Willis, who wrote 7 Important Boundaries That Every Marriage Needs, healthy boundaries must be in place to protect the marriage and position the marriage to be as strong as possible. Now that we know what it takes to make these boundaries, let's discuss some easy boundaries I think would be helpful. Here are some boundaries that any relationship could benefit from. A boundary on personal time, which can mean anything between spending too much time with others as well as spending time together. Boundaries on social media, what you keep private and what you choose to be public. Remember, dirty laundry belongs in the hamper. Boundaries on communication. Communication is a very important aspect in a relationship. It can even keep it from falling apart. Be nice. Don't be angry when you have a conversation with your partner, because once you say something, you can't take it back. Finally, boundaries on electronics. When my husband and I get home, we put our phones on the TV stand and only answer them if it is an important call or text. My son and his wife have their phones with them all the time, even at the dinner table. In my house, that's a big no-no. Be mindful of your partner and pay attention. You never know if this will be the last time you see them. So now in conclusion, we have discussed what it is like to have boundaries, how easy it can be to create these boundaries, and some boundaries that I think would be helpful in a relationship. Creating manageable boundaries in a relationship can help make for a successful partnership. So when you think of creating boundaries for your relationship, think of these easy steps and how it will help you be successful. Thank you all for listening and have a wonderful, wonderful day.